Okay, we've got a Murray lawnmower. This is Jason with Old School Mechanic, Eastern Star small engine. One of the concerns he was having was his front tire kept going flat. I noticed there was a tube in the tire. So I want to show you how to put a patch on this tube. Um, Usually most of the time these tires are tubeless, but he has a tube in this one. We're going to do a video real quick on how to put a tube or patch a tube. I aired the tube up and sprayed it with soap and water, and I come up with this hole right here. I put a screw in it just to mark it so I don't lose track of where it's at. And then what I'll do is I'll take this screw out. Just kind of keep your eye on it to where that hole's at. And that hole is right there. So I'll spray it a little bit with some carburetor cleaner, something to clean it with. And I'll take a clean rag and just wipe that down. What it does is that gets all the junk off of it. Okay. And kind of makes that hole a little bit easier to see. Okay. And then I'll take a little bit of glue, a little rubber cement, and I'll just kind of doctor that up a little bit. Just kind of try to keep a visual of where your hole's at. And I can still see it there, but make you a nice little square round spot there. Now you gotta let that cement set for a little bit, kind of dry up a little bit, and then we'll get the patch out and put the patch on. We waited for our glue to dry, and you kind of notice how it's kind of lost its glossiness, and that's what you want. You want it to dry a little bit, give it some air. Now I'm gonna set this camera down here, and I'm gonna show you what I do. Okay, I've already got my patch ready to go. And what I do is I grab a hold of this, pull this down. I got a like a framing timber, and it's round on the edges, so it helps that tube lay down. And I just grab that, make sure it's flat. Be careful on your patch not to get your fingers off in the middle of it. Just grab it on the edge with your fingernail. Just lay your patch down. Try to get your hole right in the center. Okay. Okay. And then I've got this tool here. What this is it's a screen tool, but it works really good because it's got an edge on it, and it'll push that patch down. So hold that tube tight, okay? And then just start working that patch back and forth. Make sure you get your edges good. That glue will hold on to that patch, okay? Just keep working it like that. Just take your time, but just keep working that patch back and forth so it'll work down in that glue. So I think we got it pretty good. And you can take this little coating off too. If I can get it off of there. And the patch looks pretty good. We'll air it back up and make sure we don't have any leaks. Okay, here's our tire. We're going to put this tube back in that we just got through patching. One thing you want to do is you got to find out why there was a hole in that. You know, whether these people have thorns, have locust trees or hedge trees, and you know, you got to get that out. And what I do is I take the back side of my fingers and I'll roll it right inside of that. Then I'll just roll my hand right inside that tread all the way around. Okay, you know, and you don't have to push real hard. Just roll the back of your hand around there, the back part of your hand, just like that, and just keep rolling it. You know, keep spinning the tire, and you'll if something's poking through there, you'll feel that, and it'll you know, it's not going to cut your hand up, but you'll feel it. Then when you feel it, you need to take a small little pick or something and get that thorn or whatever's in it out. Now sometimes there's nothing in there at all. It might have poked it, fell back out, so, and you're golden. So okay, I rolled my hand around on the inside of that rim, and I did find a thorn. There was a thorn in that tube. So, and I got it back out of the tire. If we wouldn't have found that, we would have had another hole in the tube. Okay, we've got our tube and our tire aired back up, back on the machine. That is the way you patch an inner tube. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel.